Hola, amigos. All right, so I got some decent feedback from a few friends saying that instead of me posting the video, I should try to do like a voiceover and actually talk about my experience while I was on the hike. So took it upon myself to remake the video, and here we go. So the hike was to a place called the Chinese Wall out in the Marshal Wilderness. It's like West Montana, uh, right out, like Augusta area, just in the mountains, behind the mountains back there. The hike was about 70 miles round trip. Um, Gorgeous hike. I think we had perfect weather like every day. Um, and this was my first backpacking trip ever. Um, I was kind of hesitant about going, but the people that quote unquote guided me, pretty much they were like my guys the whole time. Levi right here in the front and Tanisha, uh, they're married together. And I was just like, hey, I'm gonna just tag along. So, but yeah, I definitely appreciate them a lot. It was definitely an experience that is gonna be hard to forget just because of it took a lot in order to make it that far, and I really got out of my comfort zone while I was going. I've been camping, but I never had to dig a hole to do business, if you see what I'm saying, if you dig what I'm saying. But no, it was very peaceful. This was the first day though. The first day I think we might have tacked on like 13 to 15 miles, just because Levi was saying it's the day we're the freshest. So we might as well, push it a little bit until we just go, hey, I'm tired, let's stop. And I think it just got to the point where we were like, hey, this is a good campsite. Let's sit down and eat. I guess I could go over like what I'm packing in my backpack too. Oh yeah, but this was the campsite. We were like right next to a little creek. It was nice to be there, listening to the creek while you were going to sleep. But yeah, that was day one. Day two, I'm gonna get to the backpack stuff in a minute. But yeah, I can go over now. So this was like it's like a little torch thing. And yeah, you can cook right on top of it, like a little portable torch, super light. But I recommend one of those unless you just want to make a fire every time you stop. But I definitely recommend one of those for like boiling water. Another thing was a water filter. Um, Heavily encourage getting a water filter. You're not gonna pack in water like 35 miles into the wilderness because your backpack would be super heavy. Um, the way I packed my backpack was the stuff that I needed to easily assess. I need to get to the easiest. I put it all at the top. And then the stuff that I didn't need, I put it all at the bottom. So like my sleeping bag, tent, sleeping pad, all that was at the bottom. My snacks and food and whatnot, all those were at the top of the bag. But yeah, that's pretty much how I packed it. I guess clothes wise, I recommend some waterproof boots. We crossed through a few creeks, and if your boots are low enough, you're definitely gonna get some wet socks. And there's the wall right there. This is the second day we made it out to the wall, so we were moving for sure. We were definitely moving. That's the wall. We didn't go to the wall on the second day. We decided to set up camp right before the wall, and then just leave all our stuff at the campsite that we found, and then go to the wall on day three. But yeah, just leave all our stuff at the camp where we are right here, dude, I got so sick. I don't know, maybe my water filter wasn't working, but I got super sick. Like my stomach was hurt super bad when we got to the campsite for some reason. But it wound up going away. Took some ibuprofen, um, drunk some more water, ate some food, and here we go. But yeah, waterproof boots. We didn't cross any. Nothing came up like past like your calf muscle, but definitely if you don't want to get your socks or feet wet, just get like some good hiking boots, high top, waterproof hiking boots, and you'll be fine the whole way. But yeah, here's the wall. It was gorgeous out there. It sounds weird, but I've never heard so much silence, if that makes sense. But I expected to see a lot more animals while we were out there too. But a lot of people went in on horseback from what we saw. We saw a lot of people on horseback. There was a deer. I think it was a whitetail. I really couldn't tell. It was probably a muley, honestly. But yeah, I saw a huge buck. Yeah, a little baby mountain goat. I hiked up to the wall and just wanted to see what I could see, and lo and behold, a little mountain goat. So that was pretty cool. It was all by itself too, so it looked kind of sick too. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty dope to look at. We all had guns and bear spray. So yeah, we weren't really. I wasn't really. I mean, it's always in the back of your mind, like, oh, we could see a grizzly bear. But the only bear we saw was a black bear. And if you know a black bear, they're kind of skittish. They don't really get too active like a grizzly. They do more running from you than towards you, from what I've heard and experienced myself. But yeah, those are just a few clips and pictures of the wall. Like I said, the weather was absolutely perfect the entire time we were out there. I also say, so like I brought like some sour mambas, and I think I ate one like every mile or something like that, and it was definitely like a good pick me up. The food that I packed, just like ramen noodles, and like some easy mashed potatoes, like the ones that you can cook quick. I know I brought some sunflower seeds. I don't remember if I even brought like meat. I don't even remember. I know about like mashed potatoes, the ramen. I might have brought a few packs of that like that peak like freeze dried food you can get from like Shields or North 40, like one of these stores out here. But if I'd have did that, that would have been way too much money. That would have been like $14 three times, and we was out there for 4 days, so I would have spent like a good grip just on food. So I decided to go a little cheaper and just get like the easy mashed potatoes and some noodles. You dig? But yeah, that's when we saw that black bear though. If you rewind it a little bit, you'll see the black bear run across the screen. That was pretty dope. Saw 3 animals while we were out there. I expected to see way more though, just because how like far in we were. But yeah, super clean trail. We saw a decent amount of people like out there also. While we were at the wall though, we saw no one. We were like the only ones out there at the time. But along the trail though, we did run into a lot of other people. We actually ran into like a ranger, a park ranger. Like I don't know what he was, but he told us a joke, and I I think he gave us some Tootsie Rolls or something. It was pretty dope though. Yeah, I definitely say like bring a book, download some games on your phone. Um, oh, and Levi had I think it's called like a Garmin phone. It's like a satellite phone you can bring with you that will actually work out there if you were to actually, get into some trouble and can't make it out. Because there is no phone signal. Uh, you guys should probably guess that. This is the last day right here. Made it all the way back to the truck on day 4. But yeah, if you get one of those Garmin phones, you can definitely rely on that to get you out of sticky situations from what I heard. And also, if you download Onyx, you can download the area of the map that you will be in. So when you don't have phone signal, the map will still work offline. I don't know what Levi was using at the time, but I figured that's probably what he was just using was Onyx, and he probably just downloaded the map, and that's what got us all the way out there and got us back. And obviously it worked, so props to you, my guy. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm definitely grateful for the experience. Made it all the way out and back safely. I got a lot of the gear last minute. They gave me a tent. The backpack I had on was theirs also. I just couldn't bring myself to spend. I literally bought all the gear like the week of, but I couldn't bring myself to spend $500 on the backpack. And then going to buy another tent, I would have spent like another like $600 just on like the stuff I needed to put the stuff in, like my food and stuff. But everything worked out perfect. Didn't really miss a beat the whole time. Oh, I brought some jerky. That's the meat I had. I brought some beef jerky, and that got me through the trip for sure. But here's the end though. Made it out, made it back to the truck. We were very happy to see this truck, man. It was nice, but that was a lot of walking. Like a lot. But yeah, it was a nice hike. I highly recommend other people do it at least once. Have a good one.